Morning, everyone. Welcome to the operating room with Dr. Endgame. I am going to be playing City Skylines today. Doing something a little calming. I think that's actually going to be how I'm going to do this from now on. So, as you may know, or as you may have seen on my channel or on the tags for this today, I'm a variety streamer. I do different games throughout the week. So I'm kind of debating as to when I do what, right? One day I'm going to be doing horror games, another day I'll be doing some kind of military game, whether that's Call of Duty or was it Ace Combat? Oh, I love Ace Combat. Uh, but also, let's see here, there's another one out there that I really like. Trying to remember what it is. Let's see, we got my Call of Duty, my Ace Combat. Oh, yeah, and Helldivers. Helldivers, I consider it kind of like a military action game, you know? It's kind of like a sci-fi military. Anyway, besides that, another day I'm doing Outlast Trials just because, well, I'd started it and we're going to get through it. We're going to keep playing through until I just get tired of it, I think. But we have a lot of games to be getting through. But I think on like Friday, Saturday, I want to wind down the week, right? I want to kind of like mellow myself out. So, reset and get prepared for the next week of streaming. So I think on Friday and Saturday, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do like City Skylines 2, or even I recently got Dinkum, thanks to another streamer I've been watching and talking with. If you haven't heard of him, Godslayer Turret, check him out. Really great guy. Really good stream too. Right now he's in the middle of Dinkum. I think he's getting prepared to maybe switch to something else here soon, but that has been his go-to at the moment. So, but yeah, we wanted to kind of provide a variety throughout the week. I mean, think about it. When you watch TV, it's kind of the same thing, right? You get different shows on different days. So, we are going to go ahead and start City Skylines and see if we can get into City Skylines 2. So I got City Skylines 2 when it came out. Yeah, I bet you wonder. Good day to you, Godslayer. Good day. I'll wait a little bit. Throw out a shout out here in a little while, but yeah, we aside from like I just did a little bit ago, but yeah, we got City Skylines 2 when I first got the game, when it first came out, and the company Paradox, they got so much hate from people for it, and honestly, I understand why they were getting backlash. I don't think that they should have been getting death threats. There are several companies today they release too soon, and they get the community turns really toxic towards them. I don't believe that that's good for anybody, but in this case, City Skylines 2, they had a huge issue with once you got to a certain size of city. I mean, it was only a few thousand people. The game became unplayable. So, from my understanding, they have made a huge improvement on patching in that. I still don't like the way the economy runs in this game. City Skylines, it was much easier to understand. City Skylines 2, not so much. So, I hope that you're having a wonderful day there, mister. So, yeah, let's go ahead. I'm not going to resume. We're going to hit play, and I think I'm going to start a whole new city. We're going to imagine together. Let's get into live scene. And I'm still waiting for the game to start, so give it a second. So I think we're what? It's like maybe 4 p.m. there, God? Godslayer. Shouldn't say God. That's gonna be a little, throwing me off a little. I forgot. I need to change my audio. I have it set to my speakers. Nobody wants feedback, do they? There it is. Come on, City Skylines. Alright. So, for all who are with me right now, good to see everyone. I appreciate y'all tuning out today. I did want to be just kind of a chill day. Just kind of chat and hang out. And play a simple game that, well, it's not really simple. It's very complex, actually. But it's not going to be taking a lot of action. I can sit and chat with everybody today. So, what does the game title say? Hold on one second. Did I have it as just chatting? That's what I have it as, right, Godslayer? Yeah, I can change that. I originally set up as just chatting because I figured it'd be kind of chill and just to chat, right? But I guess it makes sense, right? We want to get people who maybe want to actually check out the game too. Give me 1 second. Where do you sit on that? How do you feel about that? Like, if you're wanting to chat with the people and it's all like, but play a cool game, would you go into just chatting, or would you go with the game title? Yeah, no, I get that. Alright, we'll set up for City Skylines 2. It should say that now. It says I'm unstable on my live. That's weird. Some days. Some days lives are stable, some days apparently not. Alright, we have different themes. Now, these were base themes. They came with the game. What's interesting about it is I did pay for like the deluxe version of City Skylines 2. I'm not even really sure what I got for that money, honestly. I think I just paid more money. I don't think I really got anything. We can go with like a European or North American map. I suppose they have come out with more DLC. And that's the thing, like with City Skylines or Paradox Interactive. With the original City Skylines, they had a bunch of DLC that they came out with. You could spend like $1,000 on, all the DLC and the game itself that they had brought up. So it was crazy. I guess you're right. Just chatting is more for like if you're gonna sit here and just talk about the news, right? What's going on out in the world today, or react to other people's content, I suppose. Where do I want to put us? I kind of like the Sunshine Peninsula here. You get good water access. It's not all on one side of the map. The River Delta is kind of cool. Unless you're like started out here, then it can be kind of messy, like the Archipelago Haven. Yeah. The superheroes, right? Yeah, I actually grew up loving X-Men, so X-Men, especially like the cartoon, was one of my favorite. No, I'm gonna go with the River Delta. I like the way it looks. Provides a lot of interesting like it's got a wide variety, it looks like, to the map. So I've done mountains before. They're fun. Like if you I used to have this for the Nintendo, and I even have, like I said, City Skylines, the original one, which I have a little bit more DLC for just because it's been around for longer. But I have like the snow maps, and I love playing a snow map. So, but I really wanted to see if like the improvements that City Skylines 2 has made, if they've actually done anything worth it. I don't know, what do y'all think? Stick with it? Yeah, let's stick with it. What should we call the city? You know what? That'd be a weird name for a city, the operating room, but I've seen some weird names for cities out there. No, we're gonna go with it just because it is kind of our theme of things. So let's see here. Who would want to live in a city called the operating room? Kind of sounds like a horror-filled city. Left-hand traffic, natural disasters, unlock all, unlimited money. We could do that and then just kind of, play around, but I like the challenge. And since it's been a while, there are going to restart tutorials. I'm glad you could make it in, Godslayer. I'm glad you could make it in. So do I sound like you thought? I remember the other morning, you're like, at least that's the way I think you'd sound. This is the place to build city of your dreams, take on in-depth challenges of managing city services and directing traffic flow, and follow the lives of your citizens. Tutorials are here to guide you as you take your first steps towards building a city. As you progress, more hints and guidance become available in case you need it. So here's the thing with City Skylines, the economy was really easy to understand, and if you understood it, you could actually you could build a city really reasonably. I mean, you could get it to the point where you've got income coming in pretty quick. This one, I struggled time and time again when I first started playing, when it first came out, to get the economy stabilized to the point where I had, actual money coming in. Instead of always being in the red, I was getting the black finally. So let's see if we can get it to that point. I know the one thing that I had to be careful with was just how quickly we grow, right? You gotta pay attention to how fast you're growing. Well, maybe the music will put you to sleep and you can get some rest. Or the sultry sound of my voice, I don't know. At least I'm not screaming into the mic or freaking out because of horror today. That's, I said we gotta learn our camera controls here. We'll take camera with Q, E, select the camera with T and G. Oh, or just use, the mouse. Zoom in and out. Wow. Do I get like an achievement for that? I'm ready to start your first day. To guide you through your steps, we have prepared a task list for you. Start task by selecting play and complete the steps to unlock the feature. Yeah, okay. The road basics. We know the city exists around roads. It's come with the built-in road types. 2-lane road, tool options. Honestly, this is a very full-featured game. It really is. It's just, it really upset a lot of people, I think, because they changed how the economy works. And I didn't feel like the economy was, in my opinion, like actual economy works. But, I think they were trying to simplify it. I think it worked just fine in the original. They should have just kept it the way it was. You guys want me to build a road? Let's see here. How do I want to build this city? Let's take a look. What we got going on. So you get this world map view. Oops. Actually, they've got locked until I get through the tutorials, I think. Map tiles allows you to actually, you can purchase other areas on the map and expand the city, right? So it looks like we are close to the River Delta mouth, but not right on it. We weren't stuck out here in the islands, thankfully. But we can progress out there as we go along, so. I hope that your girlfriend is also enjoying time with the brothers and the baby. Like you knew this morning, I woke up, first thing I had to be doing was feed the baby. Two-lane road, medium roads, 4-lane road. That would be kind of off the main there. We'll go with 2-lane. As you can see, the width there shows the width of like the residential building space, commercial or industrial building space as well. So we're gonna bring it up to there. Yeah. Let's see here. Curve it. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. I do understand, though. You can talk to my fiance; she would say the same thing about me. I don't sleep the best, and I try to curb it. The other day, that morning I woke up right. I had only like 3.5, 4 hours of sleep that night, and by midday I was feeling zonked. But I have kids and that, and so I had to, bear in mind to do my best to curb any sort of easy frustration. Oh, they want me to move on. Okay, zoning residential. How much money do we have right now? 498,000. That's not bad. Actually, that's obviously freaking good, but. The music very much reminds me of like Sims and that, you know. I like the music in the game a lot just because it's nice and calming, and if I want, you can change it to different radio stations too, so. We've got a nice classical one. I don't know if there would be any copyright on the music. If there is, I'm going to have to shut it off, unfortunately, but didn't think about that. Style buildings that get built in an area. Oh, yeah, okay. Different modes help you shape your zones exactly the way you want. Low density housing. But I don't want residential right yet. Okay, before we do that. Do some interesting things when it comes to city planning. At least I used to. It's been a long time. Normally what I do is I will build out the city to start, and then once we have enough money that's coming in the door in City Skylines, I would like save up the money, right, and then rebuild an entire part of the neighborhood, just because I was like, okay, we need to improve efficiency of the roads and that. So I had this one city, I think it's on the computer. I could go get it, but it's on City Skylines, and I built it out to where the whole thing was, it had a lot of roundabouts, a ton of roundabouts. I had to manually build them. In here, they did a much better job of like small roundabouts and that, but they didn't have that ability in the first one. So I ended up building a bunch of tiny little roundabouts myself. They need electricity and water, guys. We know this. Removing and rezoning. Condemned buildings, yeah. So, I'm gonna, there we go. That's better. We can pause the time, right? So that way we can build and not worry about them freaking out and that. And, yeah, no, I get that, Godslayer, but, you know, it's, if you're talking and people won't listen to you talk, and then you're muted, like, especially if they muted the whole stream because of the whole music is all copyrighted. I don't think City Skylines worries about that or has that set up that way. They don't use copyrighted music, or I doubt they would, because they really like the community that they had with the original, and they loved having people stream and show it off, right? But I guess we'll find out. So we'll just play it as is, and after the fact we'll figure out what to do. The road kind of disappeared here into that gray, didn't it? Where do I want to put the commercial? And we'll put it on the back side here. Just kind of follow along the path. You know, people driving along the interstate see the lovely shopping centers. Yeah, I know. We're going through all the tutorial stuff, but industrial provides for land. Industrial manufacturing. Zoning for industrial manufacturing. Land for industrial use will allow industrial companies to start up businesses. Yes. Groundwater deposit. Oh yeah, we don't want that over groundwater, do we? What I would prefer is, you see, like, all this is grass, or not grass, it's trees, it's a forest area. So I'm gonna build roads out here. It's gonna end up polluting the area, because right now I don't have the choice of designating the type of industry that's there. Once we get to a certain level, we'll be able to do that. They don't start you off that way, unfortunately. I should bring up my city skylines in comparison to this. No, of course you're gonna make this difficult on me. That's all right. Was set up for snap to guidelines, but apparently I wasn't snapping when I went that direction. Just because I didn't have anything out there, maybe? There's that snap too. Start off a small amount over there. Eventually that'll become, it'll be forest, zoned for forest, and it'll be a better improvement because otherwise at the moment it'll be all, it's all set up for, there'll be pollution unfortunately, but it is what it is. Alright, wind power it is. I try and reduce the amount of pollution as much as possible. The question is how much? See, I'm not getting much wind.
That was truly superfluous. Masterful counterpart. You're listening to Second
may
Moon
have to
Radio,
go with something
the
else.
station of levitated tastes. Don't touch that dial.
We get outside power if we want to pay someone else for their power. I want to get like a half a megawatt. And I don't see anything out here that shows good wind resource. That sucks. Oh, darn. Problem is, if I go with coal, I've had trouble in the past of being able to keep that thing supplied. I wonder how much outside source power will cost me. Now, I guess we'll just do it, and we'll see what happens. What I need... I don't think I can do it right now, but eventually you get underground power lines. Oh, no, wait, that's right. You can do it now. But you have to... What? That's saying it's looking for what? Outside source power? Oh wait, I don't have to worry about it. It automatically synced it up. So that's something about this game I remember is that a lot of the water lines, power lines, and that are automatically set up for you through the roadways, which is really nice compared to before. You had to do it all. Every last bit of it you had to do yourself. Electricity and it's flowing, so you can find bottlenecks if there's brownouts or blackouts. Cable capacity, electricity bottleneck, directing electricity flow. Every city needs a good water network, groundwater pumping station, or water pumping station. I prefer to pump it from the water. You just gotta make sure that you're upstream from where you're dumping sewage. Road is required. Okay. double click on that one. I don't know if the water pumping station will fit there. No, it's gonna be close enough. I think the water level will be too low, so we're gonna bring the road out just a smidge here. Access just specifically for those who need to get to the water pumps. Alright, last one. I think we're on the sewage here. Uh-oh, what just happened? There, okay. So we're gonna stick sewage way over here out of the way. So again, we're gonna have to build another road maybe. Doesn't say road is necessary. Okay, so I can just do a pipe and not even actually have to connect it. We'll continue with this city. Should be seeing electricity, sewage, all that's been taken care of now. Now we'll see stuff actually building. Decent planks, what? Grand opening, find us at 603 Robin Street, Ducky Toy, visit our new outlet. So yeah, here's some of the new buildings being put in for commercial. There's our industry being put in over here by the coal power plant. The end of the power line is not connected to the network. Now, see, I don't know if they are connected, if that does me any sort of good, but you know what? We'll run it over. Because if we need extra power, I suppose, at least then we have extra power from... You know, we're going to kind of go along the bank here. I might regret that decision, honestly. But that's alright, we can always move it later. Now we're part of the network. Now, at least I think if we do run out of coal, we'll still get power in some form. But we may actually get money if we're making more power than our city is actually creating, which will help with income. So down here in the lower left, we have like city information, the demand. I'll tell you one thing I learned about this game. In the first one, I assume it still applies in the second one. This is almost not worth paying attention to. Honestly, if you have a request for more residents and you don't have people screaming that they need workers in either location, you're usually okay. Doesn't matter if they're demanding more residents, as long as you have, you know, the jobs filled in. You don't want to have too many people, and vice versa. You don't want too many jobs in that. But I kind of just pay attention to it myself, just kind of watch what's going on. Department, consumer apparel. Electricity production. So we're selling the excess to the outside world. There, yes, that's what we need. We need some money. Right now, we do have an over excess, I'm sure. My question is, where are we getting the coal from? Because there's like no coal deposits I didn't see right away. So we have all this forest. Come up here when you can see. Oh, where is it? Did they take it from me? The fact that they have so many things locked out right away, I have to hit the first milestone. There's an option to see resources. think they've got that locked out. Or I just don't see it. Okay. Godslayer, that's a good question. Right now, we have more than enough. But yeah, in due time, as it grows, we will need more. Hey, our first house is fully formed. Which, one really awesome thing about this game, you can really get down there. You can see the city. In fact, you can go as far as, let's say, click on that. I can see it's a sedan, but I could rename it to, you know, Bob's Sedan. Or the family, rename their family. And go zoom in on their family. So I could actually create a family in here. At some point, I will put myself into the game somewhere. But one of the biggest issues they had, I think, was the graphics would start to eat up memory horribly. It was like a memory dump, or what do you call it? A memory leak. Claw, I see you joined us. Good morning to you. Much appreciated to have you here. What's this problem? High rent. Building occupants have trouble paying the rent. A higher zone density or different zoning might be needed. Yeah, well, I don't have different zone densities right now. You guys scream for things that we don't have right away. It'd be nice, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Take things a little slow at first, because if you build too fast, you're asking for trouble. I will guarantee that right now. Every game, every city building game I've played, if I built too fast right away, I was asking for trouble. Low density waterfront housing. Ooh. Northern style single detached waterfront houses. Do I have to build it on the water is my question. I mean, we have plenty to work with, but... Hey Bearded, good morning to you. Happy weekend to everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. I know you're going to be watching WWE, right? Isn't that what it was? In fact, it was kind of funny. Claw and I were talking about the WWE the other day. And to all who have not checked out Bearded's channel, you should check it out. He's playing Subsistence right now. Survival game. And from what I understand, it is probably the most intense survival game. It's made me want to check it out just because I'm curious to how intense it really is. Awesome. I had a buddy when I was, back in elementary school. He loved WWE. I think my fiance Claw was watching Iron Claw, the movie, and it's interesting. I just didn't realize it was essentially about that kind of stuff, the professional wrestling world. Thank you. Okay, so I'm kind of curious. This is like low density waterfront housing.
Pending updates to our power grid.
Looks like I could put it here and it's not really waterfront, but let's make it true waterfront.
We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events. This has been a local public service announcement. Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during this water shortage. Consider installing a low flush toilet.
Ooh,
cut back on watering the lawn and shower with a friend
no,
whenever
we don't.
possible. This has been a local public service.
We have plenty of water.
You're listening to Second Moon.
Yeah, I caught parts of it, Bearded, as she was watching it. It was different. It drew me in, but I was also trying to work on stuff as well. So I was popping in and out, watching it.
Page to the literary. Here we have some perfectly anguished.
She could say more about how good it is, but it seems like she dropped off
My
for a minute.
dear Professor Hornbuckle, Whereas I make no
And so,
apology for
Godslayer,
my
like,
weary detail.
Jessica pops in every once in a while for you.
Modesty demands that I
Oh, you
prevaricate
play
against
Subsistence as well.
title.
Oh, wow.
I am but
Well,
a
Godslayer,
humble
bearded
devotee of the
Godslayer.
form, and all
So,
my expertise derives merely from a life
Godslayer,
devoted
you,
to
Jessica,
gentle
you
arts.
brought her up before, and
Though
everyone
I do
told me.
thank you for
And
the
same here.
honor.
Claw is my fiance. So
but
if you
I
see her pop in,
digest
you know,
to
more welcome to say
continue.
hello to her, of course.
Professor Hornbuckle,
She would love to say hello to
as a
everybody.
traveler
Normally,
from
when I'm
my
doing live,
homeland,
she's also
I
watching her
long
little
to hear
one.
a tune that speaks to the
So
anguish
it's a little hard to
of
kind of
my
juggle phone and baby, you know.
weary soul. There now, my good fellow, chin up, as it were. No need to wallow in sediment. Leave that to those poet chaps, eh? Here's a tune just for you, and I do hope it provides your aching spirit some modest desolation.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Well, no. The point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could almost say
Are
it's
we really?
too much of a good
I
thing.
see it's
Or
going
we
down
could say
at
we're
825
enjoying
an
a
hour.
positive trade balance, and the economy is
We
booming.
can't see it yet until
More after this.
we unlock it with the next milestone. So we're getting there. You can see we've got our waterfront residential starting to grow. That's nice. We could speed this up a little bit. Just kind of hang out, let it build and grow a little bit. So I don't know if it's working. It appears it is. I see it over there now. I did add a chat widget to the screen. I originally had, the views up there, and it was always off, and I just got tired of seeing the damn thing being off from what was actually going on. So I'm kind of glad to have the chat widget up and going, particularly since this chat widget should pull in, since I multi-stream on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and X, formerly Twitter. And actually, I dropped Facebook off today, but the other three, YouTube, Twitch, and X right now. X is primarily, I'm just using it because it's got the vertical layout, but also because it gets. I've actually been getting, it's been driving attention to the channel, so. But because I multi-stream and I do get attention on YouTube and Twitch, I was glad to see that this chat bot or chat widget should hopefully bring it in together. So if I'm talking to someone over on YouTube and that, you can see it up on the screen. It's supposed to add an icon as well to identify what stream you're catching me from. Oh, they're like cliffside housing. Hopefully they don't get washed out. I've actually drowned part of a city once before in the original City Skylines. I stuck a dam up and by accident. It was downstream from the city and it started to flood out a portion of my city. Hey, we can take out loans now. I really try to avoid that. I want to unlock my roundabouts. Reach new milestone, you'll receive a money reward. Expansion permits. Each milestone adds to your expansion permits. Unlocked features. So now I think we can actually go up here and you can see that we can actually choose map tiles to purchase and grow from. So we got 3, so we could choose 3 different tiles. I'm just going to kind of wait on that because really I don't think we need it at the moment. We're kind of, like I said, keeping it at a slow growth pace. It is on my list. I And big thanks to my mother who helped support me recently. She added to my funds so I could pick up some more games right now, games that I can obviously do collaboration with. So I was able to, like we said, I got Dinkum, Godslayer, and yeah, of course Bearded. You know, I've talked about Subsistence and Helldivers too. So I'm just trying to decide what to do on what days. I know it's gonna be 5 days a week, Monday through Thursday. As I told Godslayer, we this morning I do it Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time, and then Friday and Saturday. It's every other Friday, every other Saturday kind of thing. So like next week it'll be Friday because with my kids, it works out better. I've got to be present for them, especially since some of them are products of divorce and or byproduct, I suppose. They weren't. They didn't come about because of divorce. No, they came about before. And you know, when I'm not present, they act out more. And so I've got to be there and present for them. So. I think we're going to split this down the middle so it makes it easier access. But I'm always on the fence about that. Like how many roads and intersections. Gotta have it so that the police and fire can get there fast enough, but also not too much that it clogs up the roadways. Right? Right, Bearded? We, I ended up... They want workers. Yeah, lack of labor. I guess we need more residential, huh? Yeah, you were saying that this morning, Godslayer. I don't know. I've thought about it, but at the same time, that's a lot, right? There for a while, I was doing 8 hours a day when I was doing a fundraiser because the fundraiser is short, and so I was doing 8 hours a day to try and get the word out. Back in September last year, it was Stop Soldier Suicide. So it was gaming to raise awareness for soldier suicide and to help them get funds to continue the services that they provide. So they're all low on workers. That was kind of the point. I wanted to provide, you know, zoning accordingly, not go too fast with it. Yeah, I would have shot, and I don't know, I've been talking to my fiance about that, about whether or not we do, you know, whether or not I shoot for 6 or 8 hours like a regular work day, right? Monday through Friday-ish. But right now 4 hours hasn't been too bad. Honestly, I'm loving the chat, loving that you guys are out here today. I don't know if this will work. I don't know if I have it set up, but we're going to try real quick. Okay, nope, we're going to... Let's see if we do it over here. I should pull City Skylines out because you can... you can do City Skylines as a windowed game. There we go. Let's see. I really want to get to the point where I get this done right, but let's see. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I don't have anything, I think, set up on screen yet, so But hey, big shout out to both of you guys. You guys have done, you guys have been really great with me, and you know, you guys both have really great streams. So. Yeah, I love that Godslayer. If you have time, I know you need some sleep, man. But yeah, if you have time, you have your Discord, and of course I know I'm on your server, but we should connect as actual friends on Discord, and then I can send you, we could do a call or something. The city is incredibly noisy. I can barely hear myself think. It isn't that noisy. I mean, come on, we just got the commercial right here. Let's see. Can I see it yet? I think I see noise pollution. See, noise pollution's... I mean, seriously, I think people are just complaining to complain. That's why, like, you can't really listen to people in this game, because they love to complain over here. After a while, in the original, I shut that thing off because it was annoying. The chirper. Like Twitter, but they call it chirper. And of course, all this going on over here. It's like the noise is really well condensed just to the commercial area, or the commercial and the industrial area. We're looking for more commercial too. It's like, we're gonna complain about the noise, but hey, give us more stuff to make noise. Do we have medical services? Oh, awesome, we do now. We're already making money in the game. We'll see how long that lasts. Morning, Patrick. How you doing? Wider than I thought it was. I think I can rotate. Okay, we just gotta face it the right direction. Let's see here. I would like to add schools in that, but we're not quite to that point. Or we do need to put in trash, I guess. Oh yeah, they've really changed this up. Before you just dumped a landfill spot, but now they've added it where you actually, you can mark out the area around this. And they did that even with like, the commercial, right? So, or the industrial. So when you get to a point and you can put in, and you want to say, I want to put in a farm, you can actually map out the area around the structure that you put on there to do all the farming, instead of like before you would select farming as an industry, and then select the boxing out, you know, all these boxes.
Let us move now from the musical page to the literary. Here we have some perfectly anguishing correspondence from a listener. My dear Professor Hornbuckle, whereas I make no apology for my erudite, modesty demands that I prevaricate against the title. I am but a humble devotee of the form, and all my expertise derives merely from a life devoted to the gentle arts. Though
yeah,
I do
Patrick
thank
is
you
getting back into his streaming again.
But I digest. To
I
continue.
haven't had a chance to catch it because he usually does
Professor
it in the evening.
Hornbuckle, as a traveler from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my road-weary soul. There now, my good fellow, chin up, as it were. No need to wallow in sediment. Leave that to those poet chaps, eh? Here's a tune just for you, and I do hope it provides your aching
Let's see.
spirit
I was going to
some
build a landfill, but I don't want it.
modest desolation.
I'd rather not be
And
near.
on to our main feature story. The commercial district is
Why
booming
is that
as
not
the
connected? I
area
guess
is
that's the way they brought it
attracting
in.
more
Okay.
high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our
We're
neighborhood.
gonna build it off the
You
industry
can
over
now
here.
shop for
So let's
designer
see.
shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate. Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this. Industry in the region is on the rise. And
Take care,
when
Godslayer.
business
Thank you
is
for coming
doing
out.
well,
Really
that
appreciate it.
floats our boats.
There's no sinking
I'll catch
this
you again
bug,
soon.
Glenda.
Get some rest, buddy. Alright, let's see here. So I can build it as large as the circle that's available to me. You can actually build it around the road. If I took the road out. I just feel like it's really close to that water. I wasn't thinking about that. And the water streams this way and it's going to come around, and if we have ground or water pollution, it's going to feed into everything else. So come off this way. Actually, I can bring that. Alright, we'll just bring that all the way down to here. Where is it again? Good. Alright. Yeah, I will, Godslayer. Thank you. I will change that. That's on me. I noticed that I got a few settings that are kind of turned up high for spamming and stuff like that. I'll get that changed. Thank you for pointing that out. Same thing happened to Patrick the other day. He was trying to put in his ID for us to play on Call of Duty, and it has a hashtag symbol. And unfortunately, it looked at that and said, "Oh, this is you're trying to spam his chat." And so I'll get that changed. Can I just drag edge to insert a new node? Okay, there we go. I was like, where is... Okay, I think I gotta drag it out here first. Then we can drag this one down. And I can drag that one down. It's gonna be a fairly sizable landfill. Actually, gotta come straight out. I don't have to worry about it later. That makes sense, Godslayer. I mean, you're paying attention to the chat, right? So, I mean, if you want to act stupid, I get it. You just slap him out. Ban him. There's obviously updates I need to make. We got some work to do. But I've been very grateful for the community. You know, I noticed I was on a Reddit, saw a Reddit post the other day, probably a few weeks ago actually, where a guy was like, you know, he just started out his Twitch stream, his Twitch, you know, getting things checked out and finding out Can I remove those? Yeah, I'm just gonna remove those because I want to go straight across so I can build a road across there. Anyway, he found the community was much more open to people, you know, and that they were more helpful than he expected them to be. And honestly, I agree more that the community's been very kind. Okay, we do have it at 90. I guess that's the way we're gonna have to have it. That's fine. Everything else is at 90. I might have made it a little too big. Used a lot of money there, it looks like. It does, Patrick, it does. Can't agree more with that statement. It is, you get what you put in. And that includes being kind to others. Our frontage road along the main highway here. I guess we could build the road out from here so that way it actually makes it over to the people on this side. Not quite 90 for that, but hey, that works. Right, Bearded? I agree. As long as it's done respectfully, I would agree. Don't get me wrong, though. I mean, I'm sure there are people in the community that, you know, everybody's personalities are different, right? So you have to take good and bad together. I know, I was talking with someone from my YouTube channel recently, and they were talking about how, you know, they don't play Call of Duty on the computer primarily because just the concern for toxic players, right? That's not as smooth of a curve as I wanted, but that's alright. A lot's going to change as this builds out more and more. It's just we're starting out getting things set up. Looks like medical services covers the whole area still, so that's good. We do have money coming in, and it happens at different times. So right now, we're in a good place. They want more industry. This is always the hard one that I've been trying to figure out, is like the balance. In the first one, it was easy. In this one, not as easy. So, I don't know. They changed the economy, the way that things are done. That was very kind of you, Patrick. put in that much at the moment. Give it a second, let it go down. No, I understand. I give when I can as well. Citizen happiness increase. I will next week, Barry. We will take on the fight for the democracy again here soon. We that's what I'm trying to figure out for. Although I did jump on myself just personally to play. So I have a Steam Deck. You asked me before if I have a console. I have a Steam Deck, and I installed it to see what the gameplay would be like on there. And unfortunately, I don't know if if it was because at that point only the automatons were being like available for fight, but I couldn't like actually choose bots over bugs. I couldn't choose. I had one planet up there on my view, and I could only choose missions on this planet. I was like, what the hell? So I don't know what was going on. I need to check it out on my computer and see, if there's some setting or something, some difference between that and the Steam Deck. But I was a little disappointed. I tried, going in alone, like you've done, as a private battle, but it didn't matter. It still paired me up with people, even though I said private. So I don't know what I was missing or what I was doing wrong in the settings. I figured I just gotta go back to the computer and give it a shot and see what's going on. What's their problem? Waiting for a hearse. Well, you're gonna be waiting for a while because we're not. Wait. Yes. Okay. I guess we can set up a cemetery. And cemeteries are pretty cool in the game. In fact, you know what? Setting up right here may not be too bad. They did a lot for the cemetery, but they essentially set it up just like this landfill, where you choose plot size, and you couldn't do that before. All right, yeah, we got progression panel. I get that.
You're back with Second Moon Radio, your second musical home from home. So
I thought
settle
you
back
could,
in your
anyways.
chair,
That's what I
pour
thought. It's
yourself
bigger,
a
that's for
cup
dang
of
sure.
coffee for another
You can.
hour.
Oh no, that's right. You can add things
Tonight we
onto
are
it.
doing a musical
I forgot.
tour
So a lot of the buildings now, you can even
And
add on new
ours
things. I could add on a
is
mausoleum to the side,
Cribon, as they say. And
um,
an aria inspired by
and make
the
it more,
infamous
inviting
Vidal
for people to go
should
visit.
be our guide.
extra upgrades. So anyway, that's something to mess with here in a little bit. Yeah, I tried setting up fresh ones, but it seemed like all I could access were other people's missions at that time. And I don't know if it was just, what was going on at the time in the, I guess, the Helldiver universe. So I'll have to mess with it. I intend to play it again here, probably personally, because I wanted to kind of advance a little bit. But my thought right now is, one day I'm going to be playing Outlast Trials. Another day I'm going to be working my way through like a horror game. Because I started Amnesia. I'd like to finish it. I did get Amnesia Bunker today, so I'd like to get through the series of Amnesia. So one day I'll probably be, just playing the horror games I have. Work through them as a series. And then another day, like Friday, Saturday, I really feel like this is going to be like my reset day for the weekend, just kind of chill. And I'll end up playing a game like this, or Dinkum, or, something that's just kind of calming. And then, but one other day of the week, or 2 days, I'll end up playing like Helldivers, a military style game, right? Helldivers, or Call of Duty, or, and Call of Duty, Patrick knows I've just started out. It's been so long since I've played it. But I did finally figure out how to get Warzone set up, so I'm interested in playing it. But I also like Ace Combat 7. I don't know if anyone here knows that game, but I'm a huge fan of flying jet fighters. I used to not be, but Ace Combat 7 or 6 got me really into it, and I really enjoy Ace Combat 7. And it's funny, I have had several friends, and even my fiance say they don't like watching me play because, you really have to know your spatial awareness, and you're flipping around upside down all over the place. Land and sky meld together playing fighter combat simulation. So but it's one of like more. I never really felt those games as a kid, but really fell in love with them as an adult. So. What are we missing here? What do they need? It looks like they still want more commercial. They got plenty of residential to kind of tide them over for a little bit. And they're looking for more low-end residential? No, medium-density residential. Oh, we've changed up stuff, huh? So we have low density, now they want some medium density. I just want to go with regular medium density housing. How about that? If I set up a whole slew of it, they're just gonna go crazy. So I'm gonna set up a small patch here. I'm gonna set up another one if I need to in a little bit. Hi, Jessica. Oh, never mind. I saw her pop in for a second. We said hello to her, but maybe she's still there. The viewer over on, you know what? I'm gonna pull it up directly from Twitch because the viewership that I get from the reader comes up all right. But even then, yeah, I see. It's just me and you now, Bearded and Dank Freeze. I guess it isn't as bad as I thought. I thought the viewer, like who's in my chat, comes up over on this chat bot that I use from Streamlabs. And I know most everybody I've talked to so far has used Streamlabs. And the chat bot works really well, so I can keep an eye on everybody. But so Bearded, if you don't mind me asking, since it's only you and me at the moment, did you, got any plans other than the WWE stuff this weekend? Gonna take the kids out anywhere or anything? No, I'm gonna bulldoze that. Actually, I think what I want to do... Eventually I want a crematorium. That would be really useful. I prefer using crematoriums to save space and kind of just force people to burn their loved ones. Like, we don't have a cemetery. Sorry, you have to burn them or nothing. That's all you get. What is this? This is a columbarium, set of walls for storing the cremated remains. Oh, all right. So we get a crematorium, then we set that in there so they can store the remains of their loved ones. I wonder how big that is. I'm curious, like, how is that? No, that ain't it. That's what I had already. So I'm curious where I could put that. I built the roads a little close. I wasn't thinking. But I think I can kind of go off a bit here, just a smidge. So I might have enough room for the columbarium. I don't know if I can build onto... No, we'll wait a little bit on that. I think what I'm going to do then is build the road out a little bit here. Further back. I was going to put residential around it, so that'll be interesting to see all the residents moving in next door to... I mean, I've seen it in my own city where people live right next door to cemeteries, you know? I've always thought it'd be interesting to build a city that actually resembled a real-life city. You know, build the roads out just like it. Kind of build like Chicago or something. Not enough customers. Well, if you don't have enough customers, there's no need for me to put more commercial in there, even though y'all are screaming for more commercial. That always bothers me. That's why I don't trust this. And right now, we're on an upflux, you know, so I don't know if they fixed things or if it's just I'm taking it slower than I did before. I think it's because I'm taking things a smidge slower. I was trying to rush to get certain services right away. But we also have this where we're, you know, our coal plant, I think, is providing more electricity than we actually use. So if we have more electricity, we're getting actual money back. So we're actually selling off, we're exporting like 15 megawatts of electricity. But I know we have to import coal, so maybe there's an offset for that, thankfully. I know we have 7 viewers right now. I know some of that might be coming from Twitter, X. But for all who are joining us, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in this Saturday. Be sure to check us out Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time. And every other Friday, Saturday. So next week it'll be Friday. Same time, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm just going to keep the time the same. There's no sense in changing that. Pardon me. I know over on X I have it specifically verified only accounts in chat, and I'm gonna be kind of working on my chat for Twitch as well, obviously getting things a little bit more open, but also vetting out a little bit more. So alright, I have the X Twitter chat feed open as well, so just want to let everybody know who's watching. I can see, and I appreciate you coming out. Hi, Elisha, or Elisha. Apologize if I butcher your name. Can I just call you AA? Or Ali? Would Ali work? You let me know. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for tuning in over on YouTube. Do you like city building games? So this is kind of the point of the game. You want to set up, I mean, most of my money is coming from taxes, but you want to set it up so that way you get the growth, you get money coming in, and you're not overly doing things with like your services and expenses. Can't see my services now. Of course, everything can change in the future. I redid all my tutorials, otherwise all this would have been checked off already, but I redid it just in case it was something I missed before, but I think we're getting a good handle of it now, so. They still don't have enough customers, huh? Company's struggling due to lack of customers. Maybe you need to rebrand or better marketing. I don't tell you. We don't need many more people in the city right now. But I'll put in some low density housing over here and see if that fixes your problem, huh? Just a little. Put them right along the edge of the commercial there and see what happens. Ooh, you know what? I didn't even think about it, but maybe you go by Alicia. It's been a long time since I've seen or talked to, or had known somebody by the name of Alicia, just not that that form written. So again, like I said, welcome to the channel, and I appreciate you being here this morning and being this all very calm, kind of talkative almost was it ASMR or whatever it's called.
That was truly superfluous.
I'm not gonna
Masterful
do what other
counterpoint. You're
ASMR
listening
guys
to
do. I'm gonna
Second
sit there and
Moon
like
Radio, the station
tongue and
of
ear on my mic.
levitated
That's just.
taste. Don't touch that dial.
Or I don't know why people do that.
Local
Supposedly gives them
stargazers are in
chills
for a
down
real
their
treat
spine.
tonight as the
Sends them
aurora
into some sort of
borealis is
frenzy, I guess. I
expected
don't
to
know.
light up the night sky.
I've never
That's
understood
right,
ASMR
Jim.
myself,
Don't
but
forget
I've
to
been
look
told
up
that,
this
you know,
evening. It
if I took a
promises to
calm
be
approach in
quite a
talking, I'd
sight.
probably do fairly well at
And
it.
on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer
Gotta build
shoes
some more
while
roads all over.
sipping a fancy local Jarva mate. Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
There. Or so my wife tells me. And now you know how people build cities. And you go, why did they build the road that way? Well, because they, I don't know, they chose to. I'm gonna build up some industry around the. But before I do, can I build it just ever so close? Looks like I can. That's a little off, ain't it? Well, I can build it like this. I think we'll go this route. If I did 90, I could do 90 all the way. Ah, that's why. Too straight. It's off when I get over to the actual road, so if I get it all the way there. I'm not worried about feeding it along that side, I don't think. But we do want to feed it along here. Guess we'll go with it. That's another thing they did differently with this one was the whole XP change in that. Alright, we can build or buy some tiles, so question is, where do I want to go with it? I have 7 tiles to work with, so I could build out all along one side. I wonder, thought I'd be able to see the natural resources already. Maybe I'm missing something about natural resources. Like no natural resources there. There's some natural resources. What is that? Fertile land, groundwater, wood. Man, this Delta thing, I didn't get anything. No ore, no oil, no. The industry is slim. I don't know if I even have fertile land for the most part. I mean, we're getting a little bit here. We're getting mostly wood. I think we'll mostly be dealing with wood products. I could have sworn there used to be a way for you to be able to see the an overlay for the natural resources. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I still can't get to it until I get to milestone 3. Lovely. Hey, there's the poop pipe. The sewage. It turns the ground, turns it brown. You can see it. When we get water treatment, that'll be cleaned up a lot more. But right now, because we don't have water treatment, we're just dumping sewage into the river. I always find it funny. Because if you actually look at the pollution, there. Hey, Hermit, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that sucks. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Hermit for 30 seconds. Okay, it looks like it's only for 30 seconds. I apologize. Even Godslayer, he called me out on it. He said, fix that. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me fix that now if I can. I'm going to let that run. You got 30 seconds. Give me a second. Sorry. So sorry. Let me see if I can fix that right now. Because that's unfortunate. I did not want that to be the case. Let's see here. Turn that off. There. It's off. It's off. So give it 30 seconds, Hermit. Stay with us. Oh, maybe you left. I hope not. Oh, okay. There you are. I apologize about that. But yeah, I just turned it off. Godslayer, he got on me about it. He's like, can you turn that off? Because seriously. It's like, yeah, all right. You know what? We'll turn off. There. Automata shut off. I'll just have to do it myself. Yeah, you were mentioning earlier about, not being able to watch someone on mobile because of, restrictions, right? So, and I've had several people that I've connected with, networked with, and they've brought that up. Like, can you shut this off? Can you shut that off? Oh, it can be if you're not. If you have it set up too high. I'm trying to find that balancing act still. Auto mods meaner than your regular mods, I guess. They get more leeway to decide who gets to be what and where and when. No, let's see here. They should be all get all from there. That's not a problem. All right, let's see. We need some education. We gotta educate these people. So yeah, Hermit. Normally I do a variety of throughout the whole week, right? I've thought about this. I thought about maybe I play straight through on the Amnesia series because I told you, or you noticed in your chat that I brought up having Amnesia, and I was just starting Amnesia. I've played it a few days already last week, but I've thought about it. I've got a slew of horror games, and so I'm going to do a day of horror, a day of Outlast Trials, and then one day is going to be like a military game. Like you saw, I was playing Helldivers 2, for instance, which I kind of take as it's just a different style of military. But I also play Call of Duty and Ace Combat 7. And then the fourth day, I'm not sure, but Friday, Saturday, my fifth day of the week, is going to be something like this. City building, something calm. Godslayer's playing Dinkum, and I brought up Dinkum earlier in the live that I was looking at playing that. It's just something kind of quiet and calm. And I felt like, variety streaming, I like the idea of, a little something for everybody throughout the week. Plus, I like playing all that stuff. It's just, I like to be, at the end of the week, I figured this is a good way to round out the week because all those other games are action or horror and getting jump scares, So, I love the music in this game. The first one I really enjoyed, but the second one, when they came out with it, it was tricky. It took me I couldn't get this right. And we just started this one today and we're getting it right so far, so I'm kind of happy about that, but they can quickly get out of whack if I'm not careful. Just take things slow, right? So I'm glad you're liking it. I forgot that plane flew right by me. Let's see here. Basic education for children. We need that, right? We don't want dumb kids. There was a guy years ago I worked with at Wells Fargo who talked about, he's like, I never understood why I had to pay taxes for public education and that. He's like, I don't have kids. He's like, but then someone pointed out to me, he's like, do you want a bunch of idiots in your city? Or would you rather support, educating people? I was like, yeah, you know what, that's a good point. Even if I didn't have kids, it's worth investing in the education of the people that you're going to be living around. I'm going to put the school right here. Hey, we got to the next progression panel. Development tree always gives us new features, which can be problematic because I haven't stuck roundabouts in yet. Like I was saying at the beginning of this game, because I played the first one, I learned very quickly to kind of, get it set up so you have income coming in and find that balancing act with it. Take it slow, because if you rush it too fast, you're going to end up more in debt than you'll ever bring in actual cash flow. But what I would do is I'd build out all this community and then have to go back. I'd save up money until I had enough, and almost just, it's kind of like you see in actual cities where all right, we're doing road work, and you just demolish it and then rebuild new roads and that. So I would love to get up to the nuclear power plant, but we gotta take what we can when we can. Let's see here. Water treatment probably wouldn't be a bad deal. Improve our water purification. See, some things just get unlocked when you start, but then you have to upgrade them. So I see, Hermit, this is the other account. Are you still streaming then on the one? Stored garbage. We can store up to 1,500 tons. Wow. I think we can build, that's everything like this. There are options to build on waste recycling unit, hazardous waste collection point,
This is
garbage truck
Second
depot.
Moment with J.
Which
Thomas
honestly, I could
Hornbuckle.
probably build all
Before
that
we
off the
dive
bat.
into our next selection, I'd like to take a few memento moris to elaborate.
Oh
on the
no,
core
there's that traffic
structure of
accident.
the symphonic work. For our newer,
No, I've got
less
natural
able
disasters turned
listeners,
on too, so
First, we will
Oh, what did
be
I just-
dancing through the al
What the-
dente section
that's
before entering the slower largo movement,
oops.
finally, then savoring
did it
the
just do?
vivacious antipasto movement. So, without further ado, let's raise the curtain.
I didn't drop it there, that's for sure. It couldn't have been dropped there.
And on to our
Oh,
main
but I bet
feature
it-
story. The commercial
okay.
district is
Oh, well.
booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores,
I built
bringing the
something I didn't
latest in
intend to build.
luxury to our
That's all right.
neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me.
Oh, that's the difference,
Good
okay.
for business and
Use it just for
good
watching?
the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this. A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently, that's not all good news.
Oh,
We're
nice.
joined today
Thank you.
by an
Thank you for joining in
expert
while we make
guest,
dinner.
Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome,
I do the same.
Professor.
If I'm making food or
So a housing
something,
shortage is bad
I'll have
for
it playing in the
people trying to
background while I'm
move
making
here,
food.
right?
Humans are programmed to
My fiance
desire
kind of
certain
asked me recently to,
representations within
try to,
ideological reward structures,
turn it
which are
down when I'm around the
entirely
baby.
apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider
Oh,
travel.
I get it.
Right, one final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
What the?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human
Thank
psyche.
you, Professor.
Fuck.
It is a
Time.
question of priorities.
Overlapping items. We'll put this one here, I think. Yeah. You're like, it's all cool, but I don't want to listen to it. Yeah, they write about what's going right or wrong, and half the time you just don't need to listen to your citizens in the city. That's kind of funny, too. Like right now, they're saying there's a demand for commercial and for residential, but honestly, or for industry. Oof. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. It redid my residential here. No. No, no. That was an accident. So this one's still screaming they don't have enough customers. I even put some residential nearby just to see if that would change this. Not enough customers. Uh-oh. What just happened? The game just crashed. Oh. City Skylines. You're funny. So yeah, Skylines 2 has had an issue. They had issues. They were working on hot fixes. I don't know if they've worked out all the kinks. They're still working on them, I think. Hopefully that didn't completely shit on my city. Let's see if I can get back in the city. Because if it didn't save, I'm going to be sad. We might just jump over to City Skylines than the original, because City Skylines 2 is still being quirky. They've still got issues. I was really doing well, too. I got the game when it first came out. I spent a pretty penny on this one, too. This was one I was like, I really loved the first one. I'm going to go in all in on this and kind of see what, the second one. Hopefully they really did do what they said they were going to do. And unfortunately, in my past, when I would play like up to, I think, a population of almost 5,000 or 10,000, something like that, the game would start lagging horribly. You couldn't play. See, none of these games are the ones I was playing. None of them. The one I was just playing is gone. Oh, man. Oh, I cannot believe that. That's unfortunate. An hour and a half of gameplay just... Alright. Because I don't want to see that happen again, I'm going to change the game title over on Twitch real fast. Or on, on Twitch. Give me 1 second here. And we're jumping into City Skylines, not City Skylines 2. Because City Skylines, at least I know it is a stable game. And hopefully it won't crap on me again. Well, that one won't. Yeah, we'll get it fixed. We're going to start up City Skylines. I'm going to play a city I've already been playing on that one. A lot going on there already. And there's a lot of stuff I need to fix or change. So we'll just start that one up. All right. In fact, I'm not sure, but I think I got this set at 1920 by 1080. Let's see here in a second. Show. Yeah. Come back to that later. But they require me to show it just so I have to see it. So they can say, you did look at it. I think we're going to be continuing from the city I was working with. Still the same beautiful music and everything. But that's unfortunate. I would have at least figured it would have saved my game as I was hitting those milestones. I thought I had autosave on. Hey Jessica, good to see you back. I saw you earlier. Sorry I didn't say hey then. I didn't say it until you had already stepped back out. So I apologize about that. Let's see, make sure I'm at, yep, we're at 920 by 1080. So it'll actually, well, actually I forget. It doesn't matter because we're running, let's see here. We are running on Streamlabs, and Streamlabs always, they condense it down to the size, which is nice. I can run it at 4K resolution for myself, and they'll fix it to fit the size of the screen without a problem. Alright. There we go. Okay, so this is the city I've been working on and been building in City Skylines, and I've done a lot of work on this one. There's still a lot more to be done. There's a lot of love into this city. We've got a few solar power plants over here, water treatment, and as you can tell, City Skylines 2 has pre-built roundabouts in it, and City Skylines has roundabouts, but they're not small, they're really big, and I have made my own. So, it was not an easy process, still isn't an easy process, but we did it. And a lot of it is roundabouts here. As you can see, I put a roundabout in almost every major section. So, but hey, we're back. City Skylines is just as fun as Skylines 2. I think Skylines 2 was an improvement in a lot of areas. I'll come back to it, but I mean, to start a whole city over, I might just have to build up a city to see how stable the game is, because that was kind of unfortunate that it dropped out on me like that. I just realized I'm still in windowed mode. There. Full screen. Yes. There we go. So, one thing I love about this game is that you can get really down into the city. You can see people running along. We're at 1x speed. It's hard to click on them sometimes, but there's Jeremy Alexander. We can rename him too. Or we can just follow him. Where's Jeremy going? He's going home. He's a specialist at the crematorium. Yeah, no, I agree. Hermit, both Jessica and Godzilla are really wonderful people. And you've been very kind. I was saying this earlier too, with Bearded on here. Godslayer popped in for a moment, and another streamer, Patrick, he popped in for a little bit, and the community's been really kind, and I've been really appreciative to that and understanding all that, because I was saying that I had seen a Reddit post by someone who was talking about how kind people are in the Twitch community, how they didn't expect the love and support they were getting from others, but it's been a really wonderful thing to experience. So I think I turned off the music, and that's on me, and I apologize, everybody. Let's turn that back up. I turned off the chirper volume because that was annoying. There we go. We got the music back. So I was really working on this for a while. I stuck in this clover roundabout kind of situation thing it would fix. It was really messy. Before, I had it really messy. As you can tell, I've had some messy roadways I've created. We'll fix those as we move along. This is not that bad. At least the traffic's flowing. But right here, we have a huge bottleneck. I'd like to get that taken care of at some point. I'm not sure what I can do to fix my bottleneck, other than just I remove this exit. Which I could do, and people just have to, go across on these major roadways over here, which might be better. Let's see what happens. Let's see how much they hate me if I do this. No, Semi, you cannot just drive across the ground like that. People can get off and come this way, I think, along here. Let's see how fast this clears up and see what happens. Oh, that's nice, Hermit. I didn't hit it that fast. I mean, I gotta ask, was it the game? Was it just being involved with other streams and talking with streamers? Wow, you in 1 week. But I had an issue, right? So I had this vision when I first started. You asked me if I'm new to this. So I started streaming and making videos back in September last year. And I was trying to take on way too many things at once instead of just focusing on one thing. And we were trying we tried a gimmick and all those sorts of things, right? And honestly, yeah, the glasses are still kind of a gimmick thing. But it works for me, and I like wearing them. But yeah, we ran into where we were saying, okay, let's focus on the videos, and we pulled back on the live, and then we went back doing lives recently. So, you know, it's just we're trying to find what's gonna fit, and like you said, you know, well, for you, job went tits up. For me, I wasn't making progress in my job anymore, so I decided, you know, it was time for a shift. And my fiance and I both knew I'm a creative kind of individual. I thought this would be a good way to, you know, be creative and meet people and, you know, build a community and stuff. So, but I think we were just juggling too many things, moving around too much, and that's why things haven't progressed as fast as we had hoped, you know. And also we've learned we need to be more involved with the community itself, right? Support other streamers, get to know other streamers. Yeah. My sons love Minecraft, and I've thought about streaming it just for that reason. Because they love it, and I know that it gets a lot of attention still, but thanks, Henry. I appreciate it. Yeah, we found a schedule that works. We're gonna stick with that live schedule. And you know, I would since you're not streaming on this account, I was about to say I'd give you a shout out, but absolutely, yeah. It's no longer work if you enjoy it, right? But honestly, let's see if I can think. I don't know if it matters if you're in here on that name or not. Yeah, I did. I did catch it. Nice. I don't have anything that comes up on screen or to show any clips yet or anything like that. Godslayer said that he would give me he'd help me out and everything, so, and you're welcome. I appreciate you. You've been very kind to me. So. Oops. I click back over here so we're getting in game again. Why are we cutting down all the trees? I hope our city will not turn into barren wasteland. Well, honestly, you guys don't understand, do you? We'll pull this up real quick. There's my natural resources. I mean, I am surrounded by natural resources. So we've got tons of farmland, tons of forestry and oil industry and stuff to deal with. Coal. The interesting thing about the oil and the coal is that they tend to deplete. The farmland doesn't really deplete, and the forestry doesn't really deplete much. So they think I'm cutting down all the forest. Look at that. Look at how much forest I've got. Jeez. You see where the dashes are, and that's the outline of my city, or of my territory. So let's see, if I jump over here like this, there's my territory. I mean, I've only touched just mostly this area, a little bit here. I still got more to go this way, and a whole lot more over here to build onto. So it's hard to build at night in the game, really, though. And I kind of let night get the best of me. So I'm just kind of enjoy this and chat with people right now. You know, actually, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. It'll just take me a couple minutes. All right. And yeah, Hermit, when I asked you about the chat widget earlier, I was looking at that on Streamlabs because I use Streamlabs, and yours looked like it was contained to a small rectangular area. When I stuck mine in Streamlabs, it blew it up, and I couldn't get it contained. And I figured out where the setting was. Oh, sorry about that. That whistle. I figured out where the setting was to get that fixed, so. And I am so sorry. I am horrible at acronyms and things like that. WB. I'm trying to think about. Yeah, and I thought that would be the case. Oh, thank you. Like I said, I'm still learning acronyms. What was it? Patrick comes on, he'll say W and banger stream, and I'm like, W? What is W? Oh no, we got... Holy moly. They don't just demolish on their own. Now that's one thing, like... I agree. And I love being part of the community, actually. Getting to talk to everybody, getting to know more people. Building a community and learning from the community as well. But what I was about to say was in City Skylines 2, they have natural disasters already built into it, which came off more like SimCity again, which is nice. City Skylines 1, this one, doesn't have natural disasters built in. You would have had to have bought the expansion for natural disasters that I don't have, so that's okay. We won't see any natural disasters, but man, this fog is killer here. Let's see here. What do I want to build? I know that we can still add on. We gotta grow here. What are they looking for? They need people. And I think last time what I was doing, I'd actually built this out and something happened to it. I can't remember what. Either I didn't save or it didn't save, just like what happened a minute ago. We had lost everything. Which was sad. But what we did was we built out this way, and we built into this area that we had set up for forestry over here. You can see the marking for each industry. I'd already marked it for industry to be built. And all over here. So we've already got our markings. But then we added in these clover roundabouts. So at the moment, it seems like the traffic has fixed itself right now. But it's also early morning. By early afternoon, evening, that could change in this game. I'm waiting for the fog to lift a little bit, if it even does. So we'll just come down and take a look. There's track. Oh no. Yeah, I thought it would be fun to build a city at some point that's based off of... Okay, so it's going this way with the traffic. Trying to figure out where I want to take the roads off. I think we'll just take it right off of here. That's one way as well. I built that one way, didn't I? That's 2 way, that's 1 way. Okay, so that's because they've got that clover over there. Now, we'll just add... We need residential, so... I think I'll build some residential around here. And we'll add some more industry over here as needed. But we're gonna need some commercial too with that, so... Oh, we do have some. Okay. So I stuck it right down the center of that. Okay, yep, we'll build it over here then. Where is it? This is what I'm looking for. So what are you making tonight? Just out of curiosity, are you making spaghetti or something? Nice. We buy store-bought, not store-bought curry, but like the curry seasoning packages, and then of course, throw in the veg that you want and everything. Oh, I don't know if anyone can hear that. I might have to mute my mic for a few seconds. We have the weekend emergency alarm system, like tornado siren going off outside. I live right by the corner of that thing. I heard it. I thought it was in game for a second, and then I realized, no, it is the first weekend of the month. So I'm going to mute for a second because it does seem like it's coming through. All right, this this iron winding down. Then, so. Thanks, Hermit. You have fun. Enjoy your meal. I appreciate the lurk. And 502 Wise Devil. I don't know if you'll see this. I know that it says about 2 hours ago you gave me a follow. I appreciate that, man. We have electric issues apparently. Electric issues because it's not connected. I don't want the power lines in because it'll connect when all that is, like when the house is actually built in. So close to connecting to it. Just a little bit further. And just let it do it itself. It'll get there. Come on, connect up. Build a house in here somewhere. Let's see if I do this. I'm going to do a super speed. We're going to jump it up to see if we can get that finally connected together. There. There. It went. Now they all have electricity. I knew it would happen at some point. Put some low density commercial around here. I'm just filling all that area right now. Now what do we need to do? We need to add a few services over here. Can't have stupid people. No, I'm so sorry, little house. I think I'm gonna have to take you out. High school over here? No, because I didn't really think we'd have education over in this area. That really kind of sucks. I've done a better job than that. Over here, in the major metropolitan area, if I bring up the education layout, you can see there's elementary schools, about one per every area. For the high school, got 3 high schools in the major metropolitan area. 1 university covered them all. What's going on with my track? It's working, but what the hell is wrong with it? It's obviously telling me something. Huh. We're in the black or in the red again. It's the number of services we provide, I think. It fluctuates, obviously. We're not horribly in the red, especially with the amount that we have in excess at the moment. Alright, let's see here. What do I want to do with my city? We got plenty of workers over in there right now. We got plenty of commercial in here. A decent amount. Could try and work on beautifying it. Getting some leisure items. Ooh, Birthday Plaza. Place for citizens to celebrate the birthday of city skylines. Cake for all. No way. Chirper Balloon Tours. Upkeep. I have to pay 101 per week for upkeep. This is a tour. They should be paying me to do this. Shouldn't be freebies. Basketball court. Multi-story decorative parking lot. That could actually be useful, right? But in a residential area, probably not so much. Say more like the commercial area. Where's the actual parks? Floating cafe. I have a fishing island, although I think that people would love that. I don't think I have a tropical garden though. Put one over here. Do we have ambulance services? Okay, we have medical. Well, we could certainly improve that because I think we'll need some on this side of the clover too. What about fire? Looks like we're covered. Might need to add one on this side at some point. And police, we're covered for where we want to be. Okay. Not bad. Honestly, there are better options for this than... Hey, Godslayer. Oh, good to see you again. Did you get some rest, bud? Hey, by the way, I did take care of the emote comments. Well, City Skylines 2 crashed on us. Like I said before, the game has a bit of quirkiness to it. So, we went back to the original. Just gotta work with the city that we've already built. It needs a lot of love, but if you can see here, you can see the whole city in the distance. Started off originally along this main thoroughfare, or main highway, and built out all this, and then created it on the other side. But yeah, there's most of my city already. This was the original city I was building in City Skylines, and of course every time I progressed far enough, I restructured the city. You see large roundabouts. Create roundabouts with like also diamond style intersections here. And I have a monorail system. So actually I think I'm just gonna find one. Yeah, right there. Follow the monorail. Could be going, there we go. I think I have a subway system too. Let's see here. Which one's subway? There's tram, metro, train, cable car, monorail, public transport hubs. I knew I had subway at some point. I just don't know where it went. Ah. Maybe it's part of the monorail line? Nah. I know I have it coming underground. I just gotta remember where. No, that's Smith Park. That's just the actual area. Metro? Yeah, underground metro station. That's my monorail. Maybe I got rid of it. I didn't think I did, though. I know I have a train. Interesting. Thought I had subway. Maybe I don't. Oh well. I've got actual train station set up at one point along these tracks. I did have one. But I may have fixed all that. No. Yeah, that's the monorail. I thought I had a train station. I think I did at one point, but I think I was messing around with like the tracks and that, and may have removed it a while back. What happens when you play? There was also an instance where City Skylines itself, this one, had crashed on me and I didn't have anything saved. So City Skylines, it can be a bit quirky, but not nearly as bad as City Skylines 2. We had an hour and a half play in there. We were doing so good. And then it dropped out. And I went to go back to pull up the city and it was gone. So I was not happy about that. I just figured we'd go ahead and play one that I know will stay up and running while we play it. No, it did pull in electricity. Not bad. Alright. What's your problem? Not enough educated workers. We're working on it. We put an elementary school in over here in a high school. Not sure how educated you want them to be. I assume we're looking maybe university level, but what are you? Drugstore? Yeah, I could see you wanting university level. Pharmacy. Ooh. Let's see here. Walgreens? Let's see if Walgreens survives. And there's an actual pharmacy there too. These both not drugstore 2.0 pharmacy. Oh, nice. Yeah, Hermit went and Hermit joined us for a little bit there, and they had they were making some curry, so some curry and pasta. Not sure what I'm gonna do for dinner when dinner comes around. My fiance and I need to have a talk together about that. Just trying to decide what I want to do. Because, you know, when you start a new city with lots to do, there's always lots to do here too. It's just, what do I want to plan out next? Where do I want to put it? Right now, they don't really need a lot. It's evened out, and that's kind of what I was talking about with City Skylines 2, is these, if you listen to the fact, oh, well, we need this, we need this, we need this, you're going to be chasing your tail. If you get it stabilized, you're okay. Then you're much better off, and this will right itself. You'll have income and no debt, obviously, sources to pay and stuff as time goes. But the whole point is that the more people you have, the more milestones you hit, right? I still have to hit 36,000 for the next milestone of Capital City, which means I need to go ahead and start. I gotta add some more residential. And in order to add more residential, you have to have jobs to fill it all in and that too, so. It's not as clean as Dinkum. You can definitely tell that the city is not, I guess you'd say asymmetrical. Or symmetrical. But hey, people live here, it's okay. Main road with a lot of traffic. I'm kind of debating whether or not to stick anything in there. We can. That I haven't done a whole lot with, but we can do this. Let's see, landscaping. And some oak trees. I don't think it really matters in this one. But it would be nice if you could, like, they complain about noise in here a lot, right? If you have commercial nearby, it would be nice if by planting trees around, it would actually reduce the noise, or by putting up kind of like a noise barrier in between. So if I filled this area in with trees, or even like this small area here on both sides, if that would help. But I don't think it really does. That would be nice if they added that as a feature for the game. Of course, they're on to City Skylines 2 now, so I don't know if I'll see anything soon for that. Got some older trees in here. They automatically resize themselves too, so I don't get to choose how big they'll be, but I just kind of stick them in here throughout and then plant some other trees in with it and make it look kind of like a little forest. We might end up sticking buildings in here eventually, but put myself some small bushes in there. Put trees on the road? Must have like put them in between the roads there? Holy jeez. I didn't mean to stick them. Yeah, it's like those small ones there in between the roads. Looks like I can actually stick them kind of on the road in that shoulder. Yeah, I've loved a lot of games like that. Godslayer, like Dinkum. I don't know. I assume at one point you had to have probably played Harvest Moon, right? And so I was a huge fan of Harvest Moon back in the day. And it's just because, yeah, it's relaxing. And as much as I tend to play like the action and the horror games lately, I think taking a day like this is not a bad deal. Listen to some nice calming music. Just chat with people. They complain to me about cutting down trees, and yet here I am populating a small forest in between two roads. Damn. Let's see here. What is over there? I just stuck something there that says, nope, we don't want you to put that there. Move you. Yeah. They complain about everything. We didn't like that. Why'd you do that? This is maybe better. This is all industry. I'll put the residential maybe over here instead. Oh yeah? Space music from like what game? Or just in general? We can change it. Let's see here. If I show you, you have City Skylines, and there's classic, like classical, the city's radio, which will have a little bit more upbeat, Gold FM, and then official Mars radio. So, any you want me to pick a different one, or I'm open to switching stations. I just feel this is kind of it's relaxing. Same thing with the classics. It's relaxing. I like the commercials that come up on the other stations though, because they get to be pretty funny. Haven't heard any commercials in this one yet. Oops. Whoa. Nope. What is that? Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. I don't think I really need an elementary school over here now that I'll leave it there for now, but since I'm going to turn this into industry over here, that elementary school is kind of useless. In fact. Super pharmacy. Went up, belly up. Music's fine. Alright. This is what I was talking about, like with City Skylines 2, the waterways, the sewage, the electricity is all taken care of for you, built into the road systems, whereas in here you have to do it yourself. They give you the power lines. It'd be nice. I don't think I can. Let's see here. So like roads, I can... Where is the option? I know there's a way to do it. There's elevation stepping, so you can see how this is off the ground at a certain height. There are options to make the road off the ground immediately. And so I'm wondering if the same thing is for... I don't think you can do the same thing like you can in City Skylines 2, where you could take the power lines and you stick them underground just by reducing the elevation. Take a look at something real quick. Key mapping. Ah, that's why. Page up and page down. So if I do... Whoop, page down, I can't go up. I can go up. I can't go any further down than that though. But like, same thing with the roads. I can go up. I can really elevate that sucker. Or I can go underground with it. Which I don't think is quite possible with the roads, but... See, we got pollution going on over here. I think it's because that may not... Well, see, that is... There's trees. What was polluting over here? Is it this? Print shop. Fine fish stick factory. Okay, so that is definitely not let's see here. This one. Aha. See the problem. What I should have done. You see the industries that are here that aren't for this industry section are going to start disappearing. They might have leveled up, might have been bringing in money, but they weren't what I was looking for. They're causing pollution. Poor forestry friends. Look at their poor trees. I mean, they're obviously sick from all the pollution compared to the ones right around the corner. Also, any building within a certain industry automatically is maxed out, so. Planks for life. Anybody here do planks? God, so that's really awesome that you do rock climbing. I've never done it myself. I've been interested, but maybe one day. How do I want to do this? That's kind of pointless, my little road curve, I think, but that's okay. Coming to an end because of that. I'll be doing something weird like that. I can bring it around. That's what I can do. Pardon me. Big thank you to everyone who's shown up today, who's hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. We will be live until about another hour and 20 minutes. I think here in a minute I'm going to take a quick break to go use the facilities. I really don't want to wet my chair. Yes, I think I'm funny sometimes. If I stick this out here now, there's no electricity to it. What does that say the street is called? Holly Boulevard? Oh, okay. So I can go up to it. Got a train track crossing. This one. I still can't believe that's how you said earlier. You have 1,000 hours in persistence. I think what shocked me more to learn today was that we're about the same age. I don't usually do this, but I think this time we're going to try to cul-de-sac. You wonder why your roads look so weird in real life? It's because of stuff like this. I'm just trying to lay it out and fit it into an area. I'm not really following my protocol like I did over here, which you can easily see. You know, I've got these circles for roundabouts with a further roundabout kind of, but it's more angular. And then these little diamonds in between all of it. Don't know why that crossed my mind when I was building this part out originally at the beginning of the game. Kind of had this idea to keep that going through the whole thing, but right now, you can see I started over here and kind of kept the theme going, but right now I decided, you know what, we're just going to go with it, and we can always fix it later when the money is in there enough. I do think that we are going to keep kind of like the commercial around and in between everything as much as possible. I don't see anybody moving in here yet, so there's... Oh, wait, no, there they are. There's residential. Alright. Oh, wow. That's the high school. How's elementary school doing? Not bad. Better layout than what I had in the last one. So it looks like only a couple of them. I need one up here right now. Yeah, not quite this second. We'll build out the zoning first, and then we'll get there. Big thanks to everyone who's been following and has been watching me today. I really appreciate it. I hope that you're having a wonderful Saturday. We're doing something more quiet and more calming today. We'll be back at the heavy stuff and the adventure, the action, the scares come next week on Monday. we do live stream Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time, and then every other Friday, Saturday. Just kind of like a flip-flop each week. So if you're catching me today on Saturday, next week will be Friday, and so on. Same time though, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time. Thanks, Godslayer. It's just a city building game. It's just you're building out a city. And of course, as you grow it and you hit population, you get additional things you can add. I can add a cargo harbor, a harbor. I think earlier I was given things like I got a solar power plant. So I mean, you're just building a city. If I really wanted to, I would go pull up a map of an actual city and then use the terrain tool and build out the terrain to match, and then build a city like, build a well-known city, for instance, like Sydney, Australia, for instance, or anywhere, Paris, France, London, Chicago. I like to just build my own city and see if I can, make it productive. Were you never really big into SimCity when it used to be out back in the day? The worst sim game I ever played was like a world building sim that you started off with like basic life. I can't remember, it was like for the Super Nintendo, and I can't remember the name of it nowadays, but I was horrible at it. Could never get the balance right. It's like the suburbs. So quiet out over here. If we were to head over to like the metropolis area. And I know that you made something like comment about that before, Godslayer, with like another person recently. How it made you sad that, the reason that someone came in was because they keep wanting to see you play Fallout. I can understand that. Wanting to say, if you're here to support me, come support me. Shouldn't matter what game I play, right? We're here all to support each other. Honestly, I like Dinkum. I want to check it out. And I think next weekend, that's what I'll do. I'll pop on next Friday to play some Dinkum. Thanks, Godslayer. I really do appreciate it. But I'm going to get on and play Dinkum, I think, next Friday. So I know you do every day. But if you're available around that time, because I usually go on, I think, normally when you end, I'm usually going on like 2-3 hours later. So if you happen to be around that next week on Friday, you can show me the ropes. Show me how to get around Dinkum. Because they're unhappy and their house isn't even built yet. Yeah, no worries. I'll probably pop on and say something when it gets close to Friday anyways. Hey, you gonna be around? Connect up our commercial district. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and move the school. Give them some education over here. Edumacation. I think they need medical services too. Right next to the school in case a kid breaks an arm, right? I knew we were gonna need fire at some point. What if I go with this? That gets most of it over here. Also a larger expense. It's an actual fire department, I think. Fire station. Firehouse is cheaper, but doesn't cover as much area. I think that's what we'll do. I love the farm fields. And that's one thing I really wanted to show in City Skylines 2 was in City Skylines the industry areas that you set up. So I set up agriculture over here to match the land, and all you do at the point once you've kind of like mapped out, you can see there's that little farm icon there. So I painted the area and said this is going to be farming agriculture area only. And once you've done that, then when you add in actual industry in that area, it automatically is defaulted to farm. Well, they changed that for City Skylines 2, where I would put like a farm place, let's just say a building like this down. Actually, it looks more like that, I guess. I'd lay that in a spot, and then I would actually move and create a whole tile area and say, okay, all this is going to be farmland. So one building would actually encapsulate that whole thing. It was kind of cool because you would see little, you'd see tractors and stuff moving throughout, harvesting the farm that they're, like whether it's wheat or grain, or if you set it up for animals, you can select different options for it. And it was really cool. I'd like to revisit City Skylines 2, but I think I need to get a city up and running first. I was hoping to just start out with a brand new city, showcase that, and work with that today, but when it crashed on me, that disheartened me a little. I was afraid it might do something like that, and that's okay. We'll come back to it. Okay, we gave him some education. There's no high school present though. Oh, oops, I selected university. Let's go with high school. There we go. Neither area has a high school. That covers quite a bit, but not really everything, does it? I'll cover most of this side of the road. I've got several high schools put in. Okay, they're gonna get mad at me because I'm gonna like completely wipe out a section of residential here, but Yeah, come on, paint the area. Oh, everyone, give me a moment. My fiance needs me real quick. I will be back in just a moment. I'll leave the game up and running. In fact, we will. I'll just do this. There we go. I'll be back briefly. All right, we're back, everybody. This coming week, well, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, we have what's called spring cleanup here, and the city, they end up. Look, we got a house that burned down. I guess I need to make sure I have good fire coverage over here. It's fun to watch a fire, actually. Anyway, that's what I was saying. We have spring cleanup. Spring cleanup comes once a year in the metro area out here. And what they have us do is, if there's anything that we're looking to get rid of, as long as it would fit in about the back of a pickup truck, then we could, you set about that much stuff out to be tossed away, and they'll come by and they'll pick it up. The only thing they won't take, of course, is like hazardous materials, electronics for the most part. But I have like a couple trampolines that have rusted out. My mom bought them for me, a smaller one and a small one, really small one, and a medium-sized one. Of course, she replaced it this year. We've got a bigger one I've got to set up. So after I'm done with live today, guess what I'm doing? I'm hauling junk out to the curb. I guess we don't have enough workers, but it does show that like residential is unneeded, but they don't have enough workers, it looks like. Not enough educated workers. Not enough educated workers. I don't understand. I thought the university, maybe it doesn't matter. I would have figured it would have shown like how much area the university would cover. I want to put the university right here. Didn't really show me the size of area that it covers, unless for some reason I'm missing something here. Nope. So you can see up here, when I select university, you can see how much area that university is covering. But down here, where I just stuck that university, it does not say how much area that's going to cover, so I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of a... It's also right off this main road, which may not be the best, the one-way road, but people will have to go one direction. They'll have to get over here somehow. Ooh, One Direction. I believe that's a band. Or maybe that's from a spoof. I'm not sure. I get that kind of stuff mixed up sometimes. I'm going to connect this down here. Please don't send sand through letters. Like, who are you gonna send sand to? What, family member wanted some beach sand from the local area? Change the paint style here. Oh man, they definitely are hurting for educated workers over here. Why can I not bulldoze that? What is going on? What is it setting itself to? Let me get the... Oh, wait. I better... Oh, there we go. We were trying to bulldoze underground. I added way too much commercial, I think, all at once. It's funny how the commercial kind of separates the two residential neighborhoods. I don't know if any city is set up that way, but I thought, well, why not? Other things that help improve a city. Let's see here. at a carousel park. Actually, at a bounce house. So you gotta get these areas to level up. And particularly residential is one of the issues, and commercial. And they only level up under certain circumstances, such as education being in the area, like your parks and recreation. They definitely like their dog parks. Small park, a playground, there it is, dog park. I'm not worried about it at the moment. We'll see. If we need it, we need it. We'll deal with it when it comes across that moment. Unfortunately, our commercial's taking a huge hit that we installed. It's not really that, I mean, it's just not enough educated workers. It's not even like there's not enough bodies to fill in. Plenty of bodies here. It's just educated workers is what they're looking for. People who are actually educated. Right now, all these people are fairly new. It takes time for them to go through the education process, you know, in the game, such as going through the elementary school and the high school, and then up through the university. Right now, there's 377 students at the high school. Oh, is that what I put there? I thought that was the university. Oops. No wonder it wasn't showing me the round area. Wait, no. Wait, huh? Uh-oh. Alright, have a couple of high schools. Damn it. Let's see here. What happens if I destroy you? Move. Okay, so you're actually covering a large area, it looks like. Darn. Well, I mean, you're not needed now. That's the problem. Grrr. You will be needed, but not yet. There's nobody here. I was wanting a university anyways. Darn. University would get that whole area, but I imagine it would have done better off that thoroughfare, no, I guess not. It's the way my roads are set up over here. That's the other thing. That's another reason why I did what I did earlier. Was because the way the roads are set up helps out a lot. Whoops. That sucker there. This is not my finest moment in the game. We will be rebuilding this at some point later. Clean it up. They've got no power. Yeah, I know. As long as I have to stay on top of destroying those buildings, because they also drive down property values if they're abandoned and sitting there. gonna speed this up drastically. I'm gonna offer some funeral services over here. Whoa, that's when I'm gonna speed things up really quick. You get like buildings all of a sudden being moved. Missed it. Hit the wrong one. Jeez. I'm gonna slow that back down just a smidge. I think I got rid of most of the buildings. There's still more, obviously. They're going to have to be removed here eventually. Oh, well. It's funny, is people do die at work in this game, so you kind of have to have it over there, too. Nearby. So many buildings, so little time. Okay, add some elder care here. It's not a school, but you have child care there. The idea is that all these services help upgrade the residential area to house more people and also bring in more taxes. Problem is we have to educate them, get them highly educated in the area apparently. Still haven't put a university in, right? Do I even have a room after all the stuff that I put in here? Well, that might be the best spot for it. Oh. Let's see what we got for policies here. I think I only have one post service. One auto sorting facility. I don't know if I need more. There are some things in this game I have not fully explored by any means. Starts organizing airplane tours, increases building plane count, entertainment, and city attractiveness, increases building noise pollution by 50%. Dolphin safe fishing. Increases fish yield by 25%, increases citizen happiness by 20%. We'll go with that one for sure. But I think that honestly should be policy for everywhere. We haven't actually implemented any fishing yet, but to have the policies there, I don't know if it affects me much, but it might. There's a cost. Happiness by 50%, and commercial income from goods by 5%, decreases fish yields by 10%, increases fishing harbor upkeep by 15%. I don't have any fishing harbors, so am I being hit for the upkeep already? That has always been a big question of mine. I know that when I implemented, let's see here, when I come out here, there's not the smoking ban, but the smoke detector distribution. And then power usage and water usage. When I implemented water meters and power meters and smoke detectors, all of that, that was a hefty service to implement. Because it's like X amount per 5 cents per building. And of course, when you get bigger, per building cost goes up. I mean, that adds up fast. Because that's also for industrial buildings, for commercial buildings, for all the different buildings in the game when you add those policies. Well, it looks like educated workers has kind of gone down. It's starting to calm itself down now that we have enough schools involved over here. It's still going to take a little time for them to get everything that they need, but it's definitely calming itself down, so I don't have as much of a fire to put out, essentially. Metaphorical fire. That's probably one of the worst things I've ever done, is if I implement industry too fast or something, and they're saying, we don't have enough workers. And then all I'm doing is sitting there constantly bulldozing abandoned buildings because the businesses go under for not having enough workers. But you can grow easily in the game without, you know, straining yourself too much in services and, or your financial situation in the game. Granted, I've been in the red here for a little bit. I get the feeling that'll turn around soon enough. Right now, things are they're leveling up, which helps out a lot. It means that the higher the level, the better I can pull on taxes. And I've kept the taxes roughly the same, I think, since the game defaults at 10% from the start. I send bulldozed on building. We didn't want your business. Get lost. Time to evict you. I'll say this. The graphics are good. They did some really amazing graphics for City Skylines too. But that's where they ran into an issue with the graphics. And you see the level here has gone up. Let's see here. They're starting to ask for more commercial now. Yeah? Have you ever seen Young Sheldon before? You haven't? So what? You binge watched? I have. I've only caught a few episodes here and there. I never sat down and got into the show. Big Bang Theory I used to watch, but again, it was something that I don't know. A few seasons in, I just kind of I'd watch it if it was on or if I happened to come across it, but didn't really keep up with it like a lot of people. You don't get doing like seaside stuff like you do over in the other ones, just straight up low density, high density. Makes it simple. I do like I said, in a way, it's not a simple game because there's a lot of complexities to it, right? But overall, you know, they did make City Skylines 2 more complex because of the number of, you know, the different kinds of residential areas now that you can add and how you can handle industry. Which is completely different than the way it used to be. And the way it is here in the first one. You see, I'm still bringing in a profit at certain points of in the game. This always fluctuates for me, so depending on time of day, if it's daytime or if it's nighttime, usually I notice at night my profit margin will go down and I'll be in the red. So I kind of balance out in the day until I have actually spent way more than I've actually brought in. I'm just trying to increase the citizenship, the population, so I can go ahead and hit the next milestone. But that's still about 10,000 people, I think, off now. Yeah, we still got about 10,000, 9,000 people to go. Fastest way for me to do that would be to start turning this low density into high density residential area. I think one of the funnest things to actually notice in this game is when you get into, let's see, where is it? Not here, is it? Not policies. I think it might be... Nope. Trying to remember where it is. There's an option to see statistics, essentially, of your city. What is this? No. How's my road maintenance doing? That's good. It's been well kept. Oh, I guess that's the coverage. There's the condition. I guess they aren't as well kept as I thought. They need some love. They're covered, but man, some areas need love. But that's really pothole ridden right there. Same thing in all these other areas that are reddish. Almost like broken down, probably like a dirt road. Nope. That's all that we're getting from tourism. Ouch. I need to like increase my tourism. That would help a lot. Oh, there it is. See statistics. But why did I have to come out to the settings anyway? Something that's fun to watch is like to see how, you know, the statistics have affected things, right? My taxation's gone up at the same time the population's changing. The city value. Our budget, our treasury is decreasing because since I've been doing all those builds and increasing services. Birth rate. Oh, let's get rid of the population. There you go. You can even see like birth and death rate together. About the same. Citizens moving into the city and out of the city. Our tourism. Our tourism hit an all-time high at one point. I'm not sure what I did there. That was a while ago, obviously. It was like 10 years ago in game time. Happiness tends to stay right around here, which is good. I'm staying in the 90s. Residential, the commercial, the industrial zone area. I haven't added any office zone in a while. That might be useful. Our number of prisoners. Import, export. We don't export. We import more than we export, obviously. Anyway. They're fun statistics to watch as you maintain your city, right? We're still having an issue with educated workers over here, it seems like. I'm guessing when I bulldozed all those buildings earlier, it kind of reset this area. One of the funny things about the cleanup days that we have coming up here on Monday, Tuesday, is that the weekend before, usually everybody puts their stuff out on the curb to be picked up for trash. And when you do, you got a lot of people that drive around looking for stuff that still seems, or, you know, that is still in good condition. And they'll just pick it up and haul it off. They're either picking it up for themselves or they're picking it up to sell it. So a lot of people have fun doing that. That's kind of like their big thing that they do the weekend, because a lot of the suburbs do it about the same time. So you just drive all over the city and you'll see stuff sitting out on people's curb. You might find yourself a decent grill. You might find yourself something for your kids, or new furniture that you didn't think, oh, geez, I could replace this in my house. Remember one year I threw out a mattress. Sadly, we ended up with bed bugs. I was traveling and it came home with me apparently from the hotel. Of course, the hotel denied it. They're like, well, no, we have not had anybody complain. I'm like, that's fine, you haven't had anybody complain, but I didn't have any before I went on my trip, and now I have them in my house. So, yeah, anyway, bagged up the mattress, took it outside. That's what confirmed it. And I stuck it out and made sure to put a sign on it. These people stopped by thinking, ooh, free mattress and box spring. And then they saw my note and said, never mind, and kept on driving. So you have a clean home, beautiful home, but you go travel, and those stuff go with somebody and they were in the room before you. That's unfortunate. Those bastards are hard to get rid of. Hopefully that hotel actually took care of their problem, because, yeah. I wouldn't wish that on my, even my worst enemy in the world, wouldn't wish that on them. Kind of waiting it out here so that way, you know, with the education that we stuck in, and the residential, it's upgrading on a regular pace now. We should be able to fill this out here soon and stop having businesses fail over here. But they're failing because they don't have enough educated workers, they're saying. But we should get plenty of that here soon. Like the crematorium, man. They're on high run, aren't they? that smoke coming out of this little building here is from dead bodies. See, everything's upgrading around it. Hopefully soon enough, that means that these commercial buildings will stop saying, we don't have enough employees that are smart. They know what the hell they're doing. They can't count cash. And that's one reason why you get an influx here too, because like the buildings aren't doing great. That means I'm not getting as much tax as I probably could. You can see a lot of these commercial buildings are upgrading too. I know you guys need smart people. Put a university in. I don't know what to tell you. Back here, let's see. We got 268 out of 4,500 students. University students in the city, 800. Not very many university students in the city. The only thing I could do to help probably fix that problem would be to start changing the residential over here to more high density residential. And that might solve my problem, because you got way more people involved that would be attending the schools then. Either that, or there is policies here, education boost. So increases education budget by 25%, prioritizes education over working for young adults. So we're saying, hey, we'd rather you actually go to school than and get a better degree than just going into the workforce. But that has caused me problems. What did I just delete? I bulldozed something. I'll take it, I guess. But it also then can cause a problem with like the industrial area by prioritizing education over workforce, because then the industrial area starts to suffer from not having enough workers as well. But as long as my industrial is stable currently, I'm not too worried about it. Hello again, Jessica, and I think you just dropped back out. I don't know, maybe you're here. My viewership takes a minute to refresh, but I just happened to see you said hello again. So hello. Glad to have you here. Hey, Lethal. Lethal? Lethal? That's interesting. That's interesting spelling to that. Welcome. Good day to all, and welcome. We were playing City Skylines. I was playing City Skylines 2 earlier, but then it crashed. And I think they're still working heavily on fixing that game. They just released modding for it. And then this one, there's a ton of modding available. And people were really upset with that because they expected that to have been released when City Skylines 2 came out, and it wasn't. I tell you, the game industry has gotten really interesting, right? We've transitioned into this where you have it as a software as a service situation. Good and bad. The good is you can get a game, and you don't even have to go to the store to pick it up. I guess that's good. And if they get updates, you're getting those updates readily instead of, well, here's a new version of the game, go buy version 2. However, the bad is that you have a lot of... I'm doing great, Jessica. Doing great. I'm glad to have you and Godslayer here, and Bearded has been lurking out there, and Lethal has just popped in, so I'm doing great. And my fiance is hanging out over on YouTube. I told her to jump over to Twitch, but today she's hanging out on YouTube for me. But I'm doing wonderful. I hope that you're doing good, and that everyone's feeling blessed today. But anyway, software as a service. Back to what I was saying. You got the good where you get the updates readily and things like that. But the problem is that a lot of the game industry has gone to this point where I don't think they feel like they have to put out a polished game. We can do early access, and yeah, it's gonna have bugs, and sometimes these guys are putting out stuff that it's not just buggy, it crashes. And they're lucky that they still have a following or a fan base behind them after that happens. I understand early access. I understand when they're saying, well, we're going to release this a bit early, so that way, people can start playing it. They can tell us what they like, what they don't like, and we'll fix it, we'll change it, and eventually we'll hit full version. I've seen some games that have been early access for 7+ years, and it's like, are you serious? Eventually you have to come to this is our final product, we'll come out with version 2. Or we'll keep making improvements, but this is the base game. This is version 1.0. Here you go. And I'm kind of leaning that towards persistence right now. I'm pointing my finger at them. They've been early access for I don't know how long. Despite saying, oh, well, they've got updates, they're continually making changes to it. That's fine, but you do have a core game. They eventually say this is final, but we're going to continue making new content for it. Anyhow, I digress there. The problem is again, you have two sides of this coin where they're releasing too early, saying, well, because it's software as a service, we'll give you updates and you'll enjoy the game. It'll be good when it comes out. But then you have the other side, the community. You accept that if you're going to buy it as early access, or if you're going to buy it, particularly early access releases. I think City Skylines 2 got most of their hit because I don't think they went early access. But if you go early access, you understand that. If you don't, but you know that as it being a service, the company is going to be putting out updates. I think some companies are just getting lazy. They're going to say, well, here's the final version, but we know that there's issues and we're going to be updating it along the way. Don't worry. People don't like that. And Paradox, when they released City Skylines 2, they were getting death threats. And that's not the first time. There have been a lot of games out there. No Man's Sky, really great game. But when it was first released, people were not happy with some of the outcome. And the guy who came up with the idea, who ran the Kickstarter that started it all for his game, said that he got death threats over the fact that in the trailer video there were butterflies on one of the worlds, and somebody wrote a death threat to him and his company because they didn't have butterflies. And he's like, honestly, if you're that upset over there not being butterflies, who's really the problem here? Is it me for not having them, or is it for you for writing a death threat? Anyway. But yeah, even Palworld, the CEO of Palworld, of the software company that built Palworld, had come out saying, please stop sending death threats. It's not appreciated. I wouldn't say Pokemon community as a whole is a problem, but there's, what do you call it? I guess there's fanatics in every kind of community, right? And there were some in the Pokemon community sending threats to Palworld because they were saying it looked too similar and it shouldn't be, they're ripping off Pokemon. I made a short on YouTube talking about this, and saying that, honestly, Nintendo can take care of themselves. If they feel like there's a copyright infringement, you can guarantee they're going to go after you. I have a good friend on Facebook. She goes by Twisted Hatter. I think that's it. I usually just call her Twisted, but she does a lot of crochet fiber work, and she's a friend of my fiance, actually. They've been pretty close, and I guess I told my fiance at one point that she was making crochet kind of like stuffies, and Nintendo came after her because it looked too close to some of their creations, their Pokemon, and she had to prove that was not true, and she had to go through the whole rigmarole. She of course did prove it, and they didn't win, but you can guarantee if they feel like you're infringing on their rights, on their intellectual property, they have no trouble even going after small people. So Palworld being as successful as it was, you guarantee they would have gone after that CEO in a heartbeat if they felt like it was really an infringement. And from what I can tell, obviously nothing has come of it. So because that was actually going to be a whole long video that I was going to put on YouTube about the community, about gaming communities, and the state of things currently. And it's gotten a bit out of hand, in my opinion. You must really be bored to want to write, threats to development studios, particularly small indie studios, because, the game didn't travel the way you expected it to. Yes, I do, Godslayer. I do have Pal World. I have played it a little bit. I was gonna do some co-op play with a guy at one point, and then that just kind of fell through. So, but yeah, I do have Pal World. My kids, the first time I fired it up in front of them, they were like, "What Pokemon game is this?" So I had a good laugh about that. But I had to tell them, "No, it's not Pokemon. I get it. There are some obvious similarities." But no, it's not Pokemon. It's Pal World. So, do you? Have you spent any time playing in it? Well, we actually built quite a bit. I mean, it's mainly all residential and commercial, mainly residential. There's going to be a lot of industry over here, but I've been trying to like stabilize the commercial over here. I think my only option to really do that is we're going to have to, because it's just not stabilizing right now. It will in time, but the only way to really handle that is going to be to knock out some of this to reduce the amount of workers. You guys have a problem getting workers? Here, let me help you out. You just can't operate in my city anymore. Yeah, I should push enough workers towards you guys. Give it a little time, and I'm sure those buildings will either stabilize or I'll have to destroy them, and we'll put new buildings in there. No, you didn't pick it up? It's not bad. You know, it is kind of a fun game. There's some quirks about it. There's obviously some game mechanics that they have that I wouldn't have chosen to do, but you know, people either they love it, they hate it, or they just you know, I could take it or leave it essentially. But it can be fun. I think one of the things that, and when I watch you play Dinkum, for instance, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of work to have to go and plant those seeds every time, and all those little squares. All those tiles on the ground. Like, it'd be nice because, like in Pal World, you can have the pals. You can put them to work, right? So you can say, okay, well, I want you to be working my farm boxes, and I want you to water them, and I want you to harvest it. You know, so most of the time they actually, based on the type of pal, they'll do the work automatically of their own. So you don't even have to like tell them, you specifically will do this. But, you know, like even like if I go to a workbench in there and I say, okay, I want to make, you know, 40 arrows. In order for me to do it, I have to sit there and hold down the key. Otherwise, I can walk away if I have a pal that has the ability to craft, and he'll go over and make the arrows for me. Or, you know, the pal balls that I need to use to capture pals and stuff like that. So, a lot of that monotonous tasking stuff you can set up for pals. And I haven't seen that done in a game in a long time. Alright, thanks, Godslayer. You take care. I appreciate you coming and hanging, man. I will see you around soon, I'm sure. I really appreciate you coming out. I don't know if that one's still complaining. For all those who are still here, we will be ending our live here in about 15 minutes. That'll be the end of the day. So I actually want to D-zone that small little spot there. I don't see any reason why I need that little... So I don't... Well, see, okay, wait a minute. Huh. Funny thing about this is, like, in the commercial, it's fine doing like single little squares, single little tiles for setting up the commercial area. So what really excited me about City Skylines 2 was the fact that in Skylines 2 it was set up, so it really was set up with controller support, not something that you got so much over here. Hi Rod, how you doing? Good to see you. We ended up today so far we expanded all this residential area and a little bit of our industry there, some of the commercial into this. I had a bunch of commercial all the way up here, but I decided to de-zone it because they were calling for educated people and they weren't getting them, and I just finally said, okay, enough's enough, we're gonna de-zone all that. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today we're playing something a little bit more quiet and relaxing. Normally we play things like, well, we have a ton of horror games, and so we play Amnesia right now is the horror game that we're playing through, and we play Outlast Trials. We're also playing, another day we play like war-based games, and we're gonna like update our schedule over on Twitch. So be sure to follow and stay notified because we stream Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time, and every other Friday, Saturday. It's a back and forth every other week. Today is Saturday, next week it'll be Friday from 10 to 2 as well. But we are a variety streamer, and we do shake it up, so, you know, if anything, we will stream something that you'll like. Originally, I was going to stick to one game until I played it all the way through and decided, you know what, we're going to go ahead and start playing it where we have a few games, like a variety through the week, each week. It's going to be the same game on that day until we get through the game, right? Unlike war games, usually those will be, you know, just the flavor of the day, what I feel like playing. If I feel like being in COD, I'll be in COD. You know, if I feel like being in Ace Combat 7, I'll be flying a jet plane. Blah, blah, blah. Cannot speak. But if I feel like diving into hell with Helldivers, I'll do that too. I think we might need to upgrade our trash. We should add some fishing, I think, along here. Let's upgrade our tourism along the edge here. I was trying to see if we could get to 36,000. I'm not sure we'll get there today. But if we upgrade our tourism, I'm trying to figure out where the fishing, I think that might be in Parks and Recreation. Ooh. We just add some cool little things, huh? Put a pavilion in somewhere. Classy pavilion with a domed roof. I don't know if that makes people happy. Oh wow, we just don't even have to worry about where it's going, huh? Interesting. Well, that's something for later. I really want fishing capability. Let's see here. I thought that would be an industry. No, in here. Fishing. But I don't think that this is like tourism. This is more actual industry stuff. There's a fishing harbor, some low capacity fishing boats that catch all types of fish, yeah. Which we have plenty of fish options here. But I was thinking more like touristy kind of fishing. Let's see. Here. Fishing island. This really tricks the fish. The island is a place where your citizens and tourists can go and fish. It floats on water, so they're as close to the fish as they can. Which I thought would be kind of interesting out here, right? Building must be placed roadside. I thought it was floating on water. Slope too steep. Cannot build on water. So I think, if I understand them correctly, they want me to build a road out. So let's... I think we'll come off of here. Either way, that's not really what I want. Let's come out from here, I guess. Man, that water seems really low, don't it? Oh no, I guess it's not as low as I thought. Let's see here. Let me take this and add that, and Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe this is all of its own space already occupied. Huh. Can I stick it off this road? That's stuck out here? Shoreline required. Okay. Nope. Nope. I guess not. Escape. This out so we don't need that then, apparently. Alright. So. Bam. Like, how does that work? Like, seriously. That is way off the ground there. And it's tied to that. And I don't get it. The water's too low. How are they going to get to the boats? Are there boats? What's going on here? Oh, it needs electricity, huh? Ah, shit. Of course you need electricity. Toggle snapping. There we go. Toggle snapping. No! No! I can't build on water. I can too build on water. Watch me do it. I'm gonna do it. Ah. Liars. I can build on water. I know I can. You just proved my point that I could. Look at that. You can see it. It's literally going on the water. I know it's better. Let's see. Page up. See? I should be able to build over that. See, I can build there. It just ain't letting me. Yeah, see? I can build there. Liars. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna fix these real quick. Our live is almost over for the day. I really do appreciate everyone who came out today, who's been hanging out, watching us. Y'all have been wonderful. We're literally just gonna build it in the water. Even though it just told me a minute ago I can't do this. What liars. Is that close enough? Yeah. There it goes. Now I got power. We need to build some tourist attractions. Gotta bring in that tourism money. Let's see, what are the tourist attractions? See, this should be a tourist attraction. Floating cafe. That would be nice. So I don't know. This looks like it's all worn down like it once was. What that is over there. So we're just going to get rid of that now. I should fix the roadside because I think I built around it for whatever reason. Ah, seawall. I want to see somebody use this. Jeez, we still don't have enough people to fill in the... Yeah, I see that. Fill in the commercial industry for what they're looking for. So... Sorry, everybody. Obviously, it's just too much for y'all to handle. I'll reduce it down more. I planted all those trees at nighttime in the game. Now you can kind of see the benefit of them. They're pretty, aren't they? It would probably be better if I just put commercial through here. I got rid of all that. Just put it straight down the center here. They're not even asking really for commercial. Otherwise, this would really be skyrocketing when I get rid of that. So I'm just gonna get rid of it because it's been causing me more problems than it's been doing me good. Aside from, you know, income. I think we will fill in over here though. That simple area there. What we might do instead, let's put office space in here. Just to start, let's stick some office space there and see what happens. That reduces industry. They're wanting more residential already. Okay, we'll fix that issue. Actually, it is coming to the end of our live. So we will do that another day, perhaps next weekend. On Friday. Well, next Friday anyways. But I believe next Friday, my intention is to play Dinkum, another fun, relaxing game, and we'll be checking in with Godslayer to see if he'll be around, so we can explore some Dinkum. But to all still with us, I appreciate it. You have a wonderful weekend. I hope that you're blessed, that you get some relaxation and get refreshed for next week. Take care and be safe out there. One more thing before we end the live. Let's see if we can raid somebody real quick. And I always try to remember to do this. And some days I just forget. But let's go see if I know anybody who's up and running that we can go raid. Oh, looky there. Let's see here. We've got some Fortnite and some Fallout 76. I think we'll give my friend Acid Master a little bit of love. We'll raid him. He's really trying to get to affiliate as well. He's got the followership, but he needs the views and the chats. Alright. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Man, I gotta get that whistle down there. 2, 1. See y'all again here real soon.